Let's begin our session on acceleration analysis of a slider crank mechanism. So in this one we'll solve the given problem for finding their accelerations. So till now we have found the accelerations of a 4-bar mechanism. So on the same grounds we have to find out the acceleration of a slider crank mechanism. So for finding out the slider crank mechanism acceleration, so we require the velocity diagram also. So both we have to draw. Let's read the problem and understand what need to be found. The crank of a slider crank mechanism rotates clockwise at a constant speed of 300 rpm. The crank is 150 mm and the connecting rod is 600 mm long. Determine first the linear velocity and accelerations of the midpoint of the connecting rod, and angular velocity and angular acceleration of the connecting rod at a crank angle of 45 degree from the inner dead center position. So here we have to find out linear velocity and acceleration at the midpoint of the connecting rod. So if you take the connecting rod 600 mm, so in the mid of the connecting rod at some point we have to find out its linear velocity and acceleration. Similarly, angular velocity and angular acceleration, so we have to find out for the connecting rod at a crank angle of 45 degree from the inner dead position. Let's extract the data. So speed of the crank has been given 300 rpm. So we'll write n b with respect to o 300 rpm. So OB equal to 150 mm, that is crank. BA equal to 600 mm, that is connecting rod. Then turned angle equal to 45 degree from the inner dead center. So we will find the angular velocity omega BO, that is using 2 pi NBO divided by 60. So 2 pi 300 divided by 60, 31.4 radians. We require to first draw the space diagram. So for drawing the space diagram we require certain scale. So value of this one is 150 and 600. So we'll take a scale equal to 1:5. So when we take a scale 1:5, we will be getting the values, that is 150 mm into 1/5, that is 30 mm. Similarly, 600 mm by into 1/5, it will be equal to something 120 mm. So we'll get 120 mm. So using those two values, what we have to do is we have to get the diagram. For doing the diagram we use our convenient positions. So here we require to draw the space diagram. So we'll take one particular point. So at that particular point we'll name it as O, and from here the inner dead center angle is 45 degree. So what we'll do, we'll draw one line, horizontal line we are going to draw. So this will be the axis. Then we are having the crank distance is equal to 30 mm. So we'll take arc equal to 30 mm and cut arc. Okay, then keeping the protractor at point O, we'll measure 45 degree from the inner dead center, and this crank is rotates in clockwise, so it is measured in this direction. So later we will join the line. So this is our crank line. So we'll name this one as point B. So next we are having B to A. The next point will be the piston point B to A. For finding out that one, we are having the distance equal to how much? 120 mm. So from here we are going to measure 120 mm, cut a arc. So it will be here. So from there join one line. So this is A point, and this one is our 45-degree line. This is B point. Then here we need to draw one piston. So it can be of any size, or it is called as a slider also. So at this slider point we are having velocity. So at this particular point we are having from here to here linear velocity of piston A. Okay. Then he has told you we have to find out the velocity and acceleration at midpoint of the connecting rod. So midpoint of AB. So midpoint of AB will be, so it will be 120. So 120's midpoint will be here. 120 midpoint will be 60 mm. Keep a point here. Mark. This will be point D. So let's label all these part with the notations whatever he has given. So it is this one omega B with respect to O, that is 31.4. Then we are having the length here, this is crank, and that distance of that one is 150 mm, and this is connecting rod, distance connecting rod. The distance of this one is 600. Later we have to convert it into meter, and this one is slider. Okay, and after knowing these ones, what we need to find out? We need to find out the velocities at point B with respect to O, and we have to. So for that, the crank rotates in which direction to resemble and to give it a good look. So we'll draw like this also. So little bit height I require. Sorry. The crank rotates like this. Need not worry if it goes down. Okay, it will be coming out some down here. Nothing to much get worried about. So this is the crank. Now we know the linear velocity or the linear velocity of slider in this direction. Now we know another velocity, that is velocity of B with respect to A, which will be from this point. It will be perpendicular to OB, but it will be in this direction because crank is rotating in this direction. So how to get it? So we will be using protractor. keep the protractor point at B point, measure 90 degree, so we'll get one point, join point with the point B. So this one is represented as velocity of B with respect to O. So this need to be found out, or velocity of B. This has to be found out. How we can find out? For that we have to do a small calculation. So since length of OB is known for us, so velocity of B or OB will be equal to omega of BO into its perpendicular distance or its radius. So we'll write velocity of B with respect to O, or velocity of B is equal to omega of BO into radius of crank. So 31.4 into radius of crank, but here you have to take the distance in terms of meter, so it is 150 into 10 to the power 3. So here we'll get the answer 4.71 meter per second. Highlight that one. Here you can write it as 4.11 meter per second. So this one you can write it. Next we have to find out velocity of linear velocity at midpoint of the connecting rod, where it will be acting. So keeping this point fixed, so it will be acting here. So for this, again what we have to do, we have to measure 90 degree for this. But we don't know its magnitude, neither we know its direction. But we know that it will be 90 degree. So unknown, but also it will be known. Line of action we know, velocity of D to be found out, but line of action is like this. Then we have to know the next velocities of slider. So velocity of one more point here, we know that velocity of slider here, so it will be in this direction. It is from here, so it will be coming in this direction. This is also known to us. Okay, next at the other point, so here this point, so we know that here also velocity of A with respect to B. So here for that, again you keep a protractor here, measure 90, then so it is velocity of A with respect to B. So this is also unknown, but we have to find out. So from the velocity diagram we can find out these velocity points. Okay, then this is what is needed for. Next we should draw the velocity diagram. So for drawing the velocity diagram, we'll use this particular space. So this is velocity diagram. So we are having here the maximum known velocity, that is 4.71 meter per second. Using this only we will use the scale. So we will write a scale. So scale will be 1 meter per second will be equal to 10 mm. So next we require one particular area. We will identify one point, and that point we will name it as O. So from this one we know the known velocity, and this direction we know. From this itself only we can draw. So it is always convenient that you measure and do. If not, you can do from taking parallel also. So again, what we do at this particular point, we will draw our grid. One horizontal line. Then we know the line from here, the known velocity of we have to find out different velocities at that. So for that we know this angle 45. For that again what we'll do, so we know that it is 45. So here we'll draw one vertical line, or just this particular line we are going to bring it here. So how we are going to bring it? So we'll measure from this particular point 45 degree and draw a line. Okay, and from there it is 90 degree. So we'll keep a protractor at point O in coinciding with our guideline. This will be 90. So we'll draw a line parallel to this one. But the magnitude of this one, direction we know now. We need to know the magnitude of this one. So magnitude will be here 44.71 meter per second. So 4.71 meter per second will be equal to 47.1 mm. So we'll draw a line equal to 47 mm. Thick line of 47. So this is our point. So extended line if you are having, this particular point will be called as point B. Next we need to find out this one, velocity of B, A with respect to B. A with respect to B, how we are going to find out? From these perpendicular lines. So this perpendicular line. So we know this line is perpendicular, parallel to this line. From here we are going to drop. How to draw? From here 90 degree we are going to measure. Okay. So we will get this particular. Now we have to add this line here. For that what we require is, we require to measure this angle, so that this extended line can be used, and from there we can measure the angle. So what we'll do, we'll keep our protractor here. So measurement is around 55 degree. So keep the point, protractor point here, measure 55 degree, get a point, and from the point B to this point So we'll get a one line. So this is the next line. So this one will be velocity of here where they are going to meet, that we have to label that one. So this is A point, this is velocity of A with respect to B, and this one is velocity of B with respect to O, or just velocity of B. From this vector we are going to get. Then what we require to find out linear velocity of this one. So for that linear velocity, so this one will be our linear velocity. This is velocity of slider A we are going to get. So this will be velocity of slider, and the direction of this one will be up here. Then we need to find out the velocity of point D. So point D is in mid of link AB. So velocity of D we have to find out in a mid of this line BA. To find out that one, what we use is, we use one relationship here. So the relationship is B A divided by B D equal to capital B A divided by capital B D. So we require to find out B to D point. So BD equal to BA into capital BD divided by BA. So what is the vector value of BA that we have to measure? So vector value of this one is here 34 mm, and original value of BD is half of this one. So BD value is 600 divided by 2, that is 300, and total connecting rod BA distance is 600. So it will be here 34, so it will be 17 mm. So it will be half of that one. So where it will be coming? So from B to D, from here till here it will be 17 mm. So this is a point small d. So otherwise one method is to divide this line equally half of this one. That is also used. Most of the cases it is also recommended. Next, join the line from O to D. This is velocity of connecting rod at link D. So to find out linear velocities of all these points, so what we should do, we have to measure the vectors. So vector OA has to be measured. Then vector OB already we know, need not measure. Then vector AB, that also we have to measure. But the BA vector, whatever we have measured, the same one. So I'll write it as 34 mm. Now vector OD also has to be measured. So vector OD need to be measured. So let's measure. So first we'll measure OA vector. OA vector, the value here is 10, 20, 30, 40. So that is 40 mm. Vector OD is also near, but it is less than that. So it is equal to 39 mm, and to cross verify this also will measure. So it is 34 mm. So all these vectors we have got. Now we need to find out the velocities at these particular points. So that is, first we will find out for linear velocity and acceleration. For those we require to find out. So first we will find out for the connecting rod. First one, velocity of a connecting rod. So their velocity of a connecting rod equal to velocity of we are having AB equal to vector AB into scale. So vector AB, in just now we have got it, AB equal to 34 mm, scale 1 divided by 10, so that will be equal to 3.4 meter per second. So we got this one. Okay. Second, we require to find out velocities of velocity of the point D. Velocity of connecting rod at point D. So that is velocity D equal to vector OD into scale. So vector OD value already got, so that is 39 mm to 1 by 10, it is 3.9 meter per. Then if we require to find out the velocity of we require to find out the velocity of slider. So velocity of piston also we call piston or slider. So velocity of A is vector OA into scale. It is equal to vector OA. So we got how much? We got 40 mm into 1 by 10. So it will be equal to 4.0 meter per second. So data of linear velocities at a midpoint. Linear velocity at midpoint we got it 3 meter per second. At acceleration at that particular point need to be found. So we had been given to find the linear velocity and acceleration at midpoint. So for best of our ability, what we did is we found the velocities of connecting rod, velocity of the connecting rod at point D, and velocity of piston and slider or slider at A, that is VA equal to 4.0 meter per second. So using these data, next we need to find out the acceleration diagram. Before going into drawing the acceleration diagram, we will cross verify whether whatever we have done is correct or not. So we needed to find out the velocity of D at a midpoint. So we found it. So So we got the answer. So next we'll do the acceleration analysis of a slider crank mechanism. To draw the acceleration diagram, we require certain inputs from the velocity diagram. Let's take those inputs and draw the. So for my convenience, so already I have drawn the space diagram from the acceleration from the previous data, and written some of the data which may be needed for drawing the acceleration diagram. So here we have drawn the space diagram. So from the space diagram, what we got the point B, point D, point A, and the direction of linear velocity of slider A, and the direction of the velocity of point B with respect to O, and we got the value of velocity of B with respect to O also. And from the velocity diagram, we have a velocity of the connecting rod AB 3.4 meter per second, velocity of point D 3.9 meter per second, and velocity of A equal to 4.0 meter per second. Now we require to find out the angular velocity that was needed. So we'll write here second point which was needed, the angular velocity of a connecting rod AB, that is omega AB equal to linear velocity AB by link AB. So linear velocity of AB is 3.4 meter per second. By link AB, we are having link AB from A to B, we had or BA equal to 600 mm into 10 to the power minus 3. So answer for this one will be 5.6 radians per second. So we got the angular velocity of the connecting rod AB. This is. Now we should know the angular acceleration of the connecting rod AB and the acceleration of point D. For that we require to do certain calculation. For acceleration calculation, we are having acceleration radial of B with respect to O. So that is velocity of B with respect to O to the power 2 by link OB. Velocity of this one we have got 4.71 to power 2 by link OB. OB link we had, that is 150. So 150 to 10 to the power minus 3, and it will be equal to 147.89 meter per second square. So where will be the radial acceleration? Radial acceleration will be towards the center O. So this one will be written as A radial of B with respect to O, and the tangential will be this direction, the acceleration tangential of B with respect to O. But as the crank is rotating at a uniform speed, so acceleration tangential with respect to BO will be equal to 0. So magnitude will be 0. So no need to find out that particular value. Next, we require to find out the next one. So which one we require to find? We require to find out the radial velocity of connecting rod AB. So it will be towards this one. So radial velocity acceleration of AB here. Okay, then tangential, where it will be coming? Tangential will be coming 90 degrees to this particular point. So the direction will be upward. So from where we got? From the velocity diagram. So acceleration tangential of AB. Then one more acceleration we are going to get, that is acceleration of A. In which direction? In the direction of AO. This will be the acceleration direction. So these are the things we are going to get. Next, what we require to find out? Radial acceleration of AB equal to velocity of AB to the power 2 by link AB. So where we are having, from the velocity diagram we had this one. So it is 3.4 to the power 2 by AB link. We are having AB equal to 600. So 600 to 10 to the power minus 3. So the value of this one is somewhere near to 19.26 meter per second square. Next to which one we require to find out? Similarly, acceleration tangential of AB equal to, this need to be found from graph, that is from acceleration diagram. We'll write need to be found from acceleration diagram. So when we get to the acceleration diagram data we will find the acceleration of AB in tangent to it. Then what again, next what we require? We require acceleration of slider. So from where we are going to get? This also we are going to get from the acceleration of slider, also we are going to get it from the graph itself only, or from the acceleration diagram. Next, we need to find out the acceleration diagram scales. So let's write acceleration diagram. So we require a scale here. So we are having a maximum acceleration of here 147.89, near to 148, and a very minimum of 19.26. So we'll take one convenient scale. So this 19 can be brought to 20 nearly. So 20 measurement has to be done near to 10 mm is sufficient. So what I suggest is take 20 meter per second square equal to 10 mm. This will help. Okay, next what we require? We require it for 147.89. How much? So that will be around 36 0.94 mm. So if we calculate, cross multiply and calculate, we'll get the values. So next what we require to do is we have to take the grid. So we'll take one convenient point. Okay, we'll label that one as O dash, and as usually we are doing, so we'll draw the grid for this one. Okay, now we have to draw from O dash, we have represent. Next we have to draw this AR, that is A radial, acceleration radial with respect to B with respect to O. This has to be drawn. This is 45 degree. So this is 45 degree, means we can produce that one 45 degree down here. So for that we'll keep our protractor at point O. We have to draw parallel to this one, so we can draw it. So we will take 45, then draw a line, but the magnitude of that one should be equal to how much? It should be equal to the scale whatever we are having, that is 147.89. so 147.89. so if I have got, I will find out. I'm wrong with this value, so sorry, I did doubt. So this will be 73.94, approximately 74. So for a line of 74 mm, we are going to stop. So this point I will call it as B dash. Let me verify again. So this is 74 mm. So the value of this one is, for 20 meter per second square it is 10 mm, for 147.89 it is 73.94, 74 mm. We got. Next at B point we got it. Okay, this is over, but at this particular point we don't have any magnitude, neither we are having any direction. So the value of tangential acceleration of B with respect to O will be 0. So it will be there itself only. Next we have to do the radial component of AB. So the value of that one is 19.26. So radial component of AB. But in which direction it is? Here, like this, it is in this direction. The direction is known, magnitude also is known. So it has to be like this. For that, what I required to do is, we measured this angle. So this is 10 degree. So it is 10 degree and this line is 45 degree. So from the horizontal it is 10 degrees in inclination. So what we do is, so here the 45 degree line whatever we are having, we'll keep it here 45 degree. Then the pointer I am going to keep it at B point. So I'll be getting this point and this point, and from here I'm having 10 degree inclination. So this line will be my horizontal line which is parallel to this line, and 10 degree inclination what I got will be the inclination to this one. So from this point it will be at 10 degrees to my inclination. So from here, so first I will draw this one to make you understand. This line, small thin line, and this line, both are parallel. This is at an incline of 10 degree with the horizontal OA line. So here, from here 10 degree we have measured, we got the line point, and we are going to draw a line. So this will be thin line. But what is the magnitude for this one? Magnitude is 19.26 meter per second square. So 19.26 will be equal to near to 10 mm or near to 9.5 mm. So we'll measure 10 mm, no problem, or near to 19.26. So it will be so label this point as X, and this is acceleration radial component of link AB, and repeating, we are making an angle inclination 10 degrees to this one, keeping it. So here we are going to have 10 mm inclination, which is equal to 19.26 meter per second square from here to here, that is X, radial component. So this will be parallel to this line, and here we are having acceleration radial component of B with respect to O, that is downward we are having. Next, what we are, we know that the tangential component of AB is like this in the upward direction, means from here it will be upward. Where we got this one? From the velocity diagram. So it is 90 degrees to this one. So from here at point X, keep the protractor, measure 90 degree, draw a line. This is dotted line. Extend. So this is acceleration tangentially for the link AB. Next, we are having acceleration of slider A. Acceleration of slider A. In which direction? It will be in this direction. So it will be in the same direction of the linear velocity of the slider. So it will be parallel to this one. So next, what we are doing, we'll draw line parallel to this here itself only, and it will intersect with the earlier tangential component line. So this is the point. So this point we'll name it as A dash. This is acceleration of a link or a slider A. Okay. Now the resultant acceleration of AB component, we are going to get it by joining E dash and B dash, and it will be upside. So it will be acceleration of just AB. We got this. Now what we require here is, we require to find out acceleration of point D. So D is in between AB. So here between A dash and B dash we have to find out the point, or it is midpoint of this one. So we can divide this one by midpoint, or we can use a method, that is A dash B dash by A dash D dash equal to AB divided by AD. So we require to find out A dash D dash equal to AD by AB into A dash, B dash. So AD, we know A to D, it is midpoint, so that is 300 mm, and AB from first to the B point, it is 600. And now A to B we have to measure. So what is the measurement we have to do? Let's measure. So it is near to 52, 53. So I'll take 52 mm. So half of this one will get cancelled. So it will be 1 by 2. So it will be 26 mm. So at a point from A dash, at point here, so I'll name this one as D dash. So it is from here to here, it is 26 mm. So we got the A dash. Now from point O dash, draw a vector or a line. This will give us the vector for O dash D. So this is acceleration of point D on the connecting rod. So this is D. So what need to be measured from the velocity? So we need to find out acceleration of AB tangential, that is x A dash vector, then acceleration of D, that is vector O dash D dash. To the measured scale we have to find. So from here x to A dash we need to measure. So when we measure, it is 52 mm. Sorry. And from O to D, when we measure, it is 54 mm. So we got this. Using this, we have to find out the other part, that is angular accelerations and of a connecting angular acceleration of the connecting rod AB and the acceleration of point D, that is this. First, we need to find out linear acceleration at point D, that is equal to ED equal to O dash D dash vector into scale. So O dash D dash vector's value is 54 mm into scale. Scale we had here, it will be 20 divided by 10. So the value of this one will be I'm repeating once again, I'm not able to see. Linear acceleration at a point D equal to AD equal to O dash D dash vector into scale, that is 54 mm into 20 divided by 10. So when we did it, we got a value that is equal to 108 meter per second square. This is the linear acceleration at a point D. Now we require to find out the angular acceleration of a connecting rod AB to B. To find out the angular acceleration of connecting rod AB, we need to find out the tangential component of the link AB. So we know that tangential component of AB is equal to x A dash into scale, that is 52 into scale t divided by 10. So this is equal to 104 meter per second. So we also know that angular acceleration, that is alpha, like omega AB, we have to find out alpha AB, that is equal to tangential component of AB, that is acceleration component of AB tangential, by link AB. So now just now we got that is 104 meter per second square by our link. We are having link AB. AB link already known, that is 600 into 10 to the power minus 3. So it is angular acceleration, so it will be nearer to 173.3 radian per second. So this is the answer. So the need for our problem was to find the acceleration, angular acceleration of the connecting rod AB, and one more, acceleration of point D on the connecting rod, which is midpoint, that we had to find out. Then he had also told us to find the angular velocities, that is omega B, for the link AB, and found out linear velocity of the link AB, that is. So these were the answers which were needed. So here this is one of the simplest problem, and this one only we have found out already. We have found out. If not, we can write here also. Here itself only we are having. So we have found out from the graph, that is this acceleration of acceleration of AB tangential. From the graph we have found out that is equal to 104 meter per second square. Acceleration of A we have already, if we measure this one, we can find out that value. That he has not asked, need not much bother about that. So how to draw the quick recap of how to draw the acceleration diagram. So calculation part you can do. So first you have to find out the radial component, tangential component with respect to O, then with respect to shift from here till B, then find out the radial component and tangential component. So with respect to B of A point, then the acceleration, that is the radial component of a slider A with respect to O, which will be in this direction. Then find out these values. We'll get to know what scaling we have to take appropriate scale for the given values. So scale will be like this: 20 meter per second square 10 equal to 10 mm. Then do the scale down values. Then from O, draw a line till B dash, which is parallel to OB line. So it will be this one. To a scaled value of 147.89, you will get to this one. And then we are having the tangential component 0. It will be there itself only, no magnitude, neither direction. It will be B point. Then radial component 19.26. So radial component will be parallel to this one. So draw line parallel. Direction we know from this one. Draw it. The magnitude of that one will be 19.26. So from here 19.26. Then we need to draw tangential component. So measure 90 degree from here. So keep a protractor, measure, go at the infinity line. Then find out the acceleration line for slider A. So it will be this one, which will be parallel to this line. So draw a line parallel to that one, where they are going to meet. Point it as A dash. Then between A and B dash, draw a line. Then we have to find out the acceleration at point midpoint D. For that, divide this line at midpoint, this point, join O to D dash. So we'll be measure this vector O dash D dash. We'll be getting the velocity acceleration of D when we multiply it to the scale. That is what we have done. Linear acceleration of point D, that is acceleration of D, equal to O dash D dash into scale. So we'll be getting. Next we need to find out the accelerations of angular acceleration of a link AB. So for that we require the tangential component by the link AB. So for finding out the tangential component, measure the vector x to A dash. So that we will be getting x to A dash, measurement will be 52, multiplied by scale, will be getting 104 meter per second square. So then divide it by the link AB, which is given in the data, which is the true length. So you will divide. So after dividing, so what you will be getting? You will be getting 104 meter per second square by 600 into 10 to the power minus 3, 173. So these are our answers. So this completes our acceleration part of our acceleration analysis in case of a slider crank mechanism. I hope this is sufficient and you can follow whatever has been told. Thank you.